Hello, I'm Thomas Duane. I'm sad to say that this will be my last time anchoring Titan TV News. This month's episode is packed with footage from Disney captured by Matthew Crecchi and MJ Baird, who filmed while the music department performed on the Waterside stage in downtown Disney during April vacation. Also, Dan Candle, a licensed hypnotist, came to Pembroke High School in early April and performed. Titan TV News was able to catch up with him and those who had the pleasure of being under his spell. Torchlight, an all-girls group within the Robotics Club here at PHS, was featured on PCN, PACTV Community News for the South Shore, highlighting their newly developed app. For this week's Artist Spotlight, we interviewed Hannah Higgins, a senior artist hoping to further her art education. We will finish off the episode with Our Man on the Street and 30 Seconds with Anthony. Let's start with our district announcements. TV Turnoff Week begins this week at North Pembroke Elementary School, and assorted events will be held each night at the school. Check your broadcast email for details. Also at North Pembroke Elementary, the Fun Run will be held on May 19th at 3:30 after school. The Fun Run is one of North's most anticipated outdoor spring events. Students will have a chance to show off their North pride by wearing their Fun Run t-shirts and participating in a fun run around North. All proceeds will be donated to the PTO to fund the Go Green team and other PTO-sponsored events. The North Pembroke PTO would like to recognize 2 individuals this year, one for years of service and one for Outstanding Volunteer of the Year. The Year of Service Award recognizes an individual who has given many years of volunteering to our North Pembroke Elementary School community. The Outstanding Volunteer of the Year Award will recognize an individual who has gone above and beyond in their volunteer efforts for the school year. Any teacher, parent, or guardian of a student or a family member can nominate someone for either award. Please provide the name of the person and a brief description detailing why you feel they should be nominated for one of the above awards. Please return your nominations by May 23rd. Finally, at North Pembroke, the 22nd Annual Pembroke Science Fair will be tentatively held on May 17th, 2015. All K through 6th grade students are encouraged to participate. The Youth Pledge program for the 6th grade students of Pembroke is sponsored by Pembroke Titans Against Drugs. The goal of this program is to increase awareness about the dangers of substance abuse and inspire students to sign a pledge to practice healthy decision-making. The pledge will encourage children to be aware and say no to dangerous, unhealthy decisions in the future as they enter middle school. This is a great opportunity for local businesses to show their support for healthy decision-making and a drug-free community. With the donations we receive, we will provide the 6th grade population of Pembroke High Schools with an athletic, high-quality Pembroke Titans Against Drugs pledge t-shirt and pledge card to remind them of the promise they made to lead a healthy, drug-free life. Friends of Pembroke Youth Lacrosse is hosting a fundraising cruise on Saturday, May 16th, from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. The cost is $25 per person. Limited tickets are available. The proceeds from this cruise will go towards the purchase of a wall for all youth athletes to use in Pembroke. Sail into the sunset and celebrate spring while helping to raise money. Boarding 7:15 p.m. Hewitt's Cove Marina on Shipyard Lane in Hingham. For more information or tickets, please contact Leslie Norton. Registration for the 2015 Pembroke Youth Flag Football League is now open to all girls and boys who will be in grades K through 9 next school year. The registration fee is $85. Players and coaches can register at www.pembrokeflagfootball.com. The league will start in late August. Games are played on Sundays, late mornings, and early afternoons at the Youth Baseball Complex. Practices are once a week as scheduled by the coach. If you have any questions, please email pembrokeflagfootball@hotmail.com. The Pembroke Education Foundation will hold its first annual 2015 Golf Classic on Monday, May 18th. Scramble format with registration at 11 a.m. and a shotgun start at noon. The suggested donation of $125 includes golf, a cart, and dinner. The second annual Clean Streets in Pembroke, a town-wide effort to rid our streets and public spaces of litter, will take place on Sunday, May 24th, from 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a great event for families, individuals, students, sport teams, scout troops, and anyone who would like to help make our town shine. Volunteers are encouraged to come by the bandstand on the town green on May 24th at 11:30 to pick up gloves and bags. Finally, there are multiple musical events happening to celebrate our student musicians. Please check the school website with the most updated schedule and for more information. Pembroke High School's graduation ceremony will be held on June 6th in the gymnasium at the high school and will be live on Pembroke Education Channel, Channel 14, beginning at 9:30. Congratulations to all seniors.
My name is Dan Candell, and I'm a certified hypnotist, stage hypnotist, and hypnotherapist. I've been doing this for about 14 years, and I've hypnotized over 65,000 people. I actually started really early on when I was about 13 or 14 years old. I actually had a learning disability and I couldn't comprehend what I was reading. I couldn't focus or concentrate. So I saw a hypnotist when I was on a family vacation. He did exactly what I do now, where he hypnotized about 20, 25 people on stage, had them do a bunch of crazy things. And my parents found out that I was interested in it. So when we got home from that vacation, they bought me a book, and something amazing had happened. I read that book, and up until that point, it was the only book that I read and understood everything about it. And I started actually hypnotizing my friends in school, hypnotizing myself to get better grades using self-hypnosis. I actually got over my learning disability using hypnosis, and now I teach other students exactly how to do the same thing and get better grades using this tool called hypnosis. So it's pretty neat. Definitely start off reading as much as you can about it. Avoid learning from YouTube videos because there's a lot of misinformation out there. And the one thing I would tell people is that hypnosis is not mind control. It may look like it on stage, but hypnosis is more a process by which you help people relax out their inhibitions and you help teach them how to take control. In a therapeutic setting, where on stage it's more to have fun, to relax those inhibitions, where they're very aware of what they're doing. They're just so relaxed, they don't really care what they're doing. And it's all about helping people have fun.
I did not believe in hypnotism, but after tonight and the videos I've seen, I don't know, it might be real. I feel like it is.
I kind of believed in it, but I didn't really know if it would work on me because I've heard that it only worked on certain people, so I was a little what if it doesn't work on me?
No, I did not.
Not at all. I thought it was all a word I shouldn't say on the video camera for school.
I mean, I guess it works on Sean.
Yeah, I gave CPR to a squirrel that wasn't there. I remember smelling someone's hair, or Emily's hair, because I thought she smelled really good.
Cry because he took my belly button away.
The dance at the end. That was my favorite. Last man standing. It was terrifying.
The PHS Music Department, choir, band, and orchestra were invited to perform at Disney Resort last month. Let's hear more about the performances, workshops, as well as all the fun the students had on and off stage.
Hi, I'm Steven, and this is Disney Behind the Scenes.
Favorite part of Disney had to probably go down to the food. The food was really good. I had some sort of mac and cheese cheeseburger thing. It was so good. I don't even know what was in it, but it was so good.
My favorite thing about the trip was probably the performance. It was a great experience to be able to play out in downtown Disney and have all the people walk by and stop to listen to us. I just loved spending the time with the orchestra, all my orchestra friends, and being able to bond and make new friends with the band members and the choir members.
My favorite thing about the trip was just being in Disney and having the Disney experience of going to Epcot and going on all the rides and going to each country and eating German food or having gelato in Italy. Gelato was so good. Just the whole experience was just astounding for me.
workshop was pretty cool, pretty fun. It was set up just like a normal room for the band to fit in, and it had microphones up in the ceiling. And we pretty much just played to Disney music. We started off with really simple stuff, got our way to harder stuff, and then by the end we played a Disney track to like the movie. So we recorded it, and then they put the track that we just recorded to the actual footage, which was really cool. The clinician guy, I don't remember his name, he was a pretty cool dude. He was really good at saxophone. He had a lot of good examples on how to do things and whatnot. Showed us a lot about what it would be like to be a Disney musician and all that stuff.
The workshop was a great experience. We played some pieces from Tarzan, Ariel, and then Pocahontas. The guy that taught us and conducted us was an experienced saxophone player in a Disney quartet. So he gave us a ton of tips for us to help play better as a whole. He gave us all some like dynamic tips and intonation, and we had like a whole list of things we needed to improve on, which we did improve on by the end of the workshop.
The workshop was basically, we would do sound effects, and then all the sound effects that we compiled would be put under a Lion King like video. So all the sound effects that would be in the Lion King would be made by us, like waterfalls, stomping, cackling, those would be made by us. Another thing we learned was when we're singing, we should keep our mouths open so phonation and diction will be able to be heard, and so we don't like mumble our words.
For the workshop, I was in the percussion section, and he didn't really work with us a lot, so I don't personally feel like I learned anything, but the video that we got out of it was kind of cool. We watched it later in class, and the clarinets kind of overpowered everyone else because they were by the mic, but other than that, it was pretty cool. It was interesting to see how the music fit with the video.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
My favorite ride was probably the Expedition Everest in Animal Kingdom. I've never been on it before, and it was a really fun roller coaster. We went on it twice, and my favorite part about it was probably when it started going backwards in the pitch black.
Test Track, because it had to do with Chevy. Chevy was my favorite car company, so I'm being very biased.
Favorite ride is probably Tower of Terror. It's just really fun. And the people that work there were interesting too.
My favorite ride was Test Track in Epcot because I just love cars and I like to go fast. And when you go fast, it's just fun. And then going outside, it was just great.
Torchlight, a mobile app designed by 4 female students involved in the Robotics Club at Pembroke High School. The app was designed in order to provide emotional support to the varied demographics with mental or physical illnesses. Those dealing with illnesses do not always want to join an actual support group, or they might even be uncomfortable with conventional therapy. So the app features a monitored feed, safe chat discussions, hotline resources, and an option to submit media. The need for this app came to fruition through the girls' volunteerism at Magical Moon Foundation, which provides support to the children with life-threatening illnesses and is based out of Marshfield. The students have a connection to the foundation and hope to use their skills to try to aid those in need.
So our app Torchlight was created to help people with mental and physical illnesses that needed around-the-clock support. We got our idea off of the Magical Moon Foundation farm.
It's a place of safety when someone comes through this door. I immediately greet them with, "Welcome to Magical Moon Farm. You're in a place of magic and anything can happen here." So the children that come here are usually dissociating from trauma, and this is the perfect safe environment for them to just relax and unwind and also process some of the trauma that they're going through.
So we were Kelly and I were in a computer science class for first semester of school, and we fell in love with the computer work, and Miss Griggs came to us with a club idea. So we sat down at lunch one day with the sign-up table and tried to recruit people, and we got our friends Sam and Lauren. And from there we had about weekly meetings, and we started to come up with ideas on how we want to progress with this.
These girls, I'm so proud of them, first of all. They came in as interns, and they were working alongside children that have problems, some of them don't. A lot of kids come here just doing community service, but we often find that we all have issues that we need to work on. And I think after a year's time, they started to realize how much they were getting out of it, even though they came with the intention to reach out to someone else.
We wanted to make the app so that once you leave a place like that, somewhere that has so much positive energy, you can still be connected whenever you want to be.
There was a real need for that connection beyond Magical Moon Farm. And if the girls get to do this, it's wonderful for us here, because I can say to them, we'll go to Torchlight and you'll have an opportunity to talk to other kids that are going through what you're doing, what you're going through, and there'll be avenues to get more help. It's a wonderful idea.
We wanted to use the Magical Moon Foundation as our pilot group, so they would essentially look at the app, tell us what they think about it, and then they send it back to us, we develop it more, and eventually send it to healthcare providers or health insurance or hospitals.
So healthcare companies and insurance companies are considering these telemedicine options with care for people that they service. So this app focuses on that area that these companies are looking for.
The children that we have here come with all kinds of issues, but they all have a common denominator, and they need to be safe, and they need to have friends, and they need to be in a place that helps them process what they're going through.
So they don't want to be seen as sick, as many people that are sick don't want to be seen as just an illness. They want to be seen as more of a person. So in a year from now, what we hope to have is a very strong, very diverse community of many people that can come together and share their stories and don't feel victimized or like they're there because of their illness. Yes. So we have the 4 tabs, which at the moment are called Feed, Chat, Submit, and Hotline, and those are the 4 main options. We were kind of surprised that there weren't many apps like ours on. If you went on the App Store or Google Play, you wouldn't find a lot of apps that were similar to that. And I think that's because it's kind of it's difficult to make this concept a reality, to make a really safe environment, but we're putting all our effort into it. So I think that with a lot of hard work, we can get this app off the ground. We figured that anyone would need a place to go where they feel safe and where they feel like they're not alone.
I see the kids out there right now, it's whenever they're here, they laugh. They smile, they laugh, they're positive, they're empowered, and this app has the opportunity to do the same.
May's Artist Spotlight took a close look at Hannah Higgins' work. She is a senior here at Pembroke High School, Take a look while she shares with us her passion for the arts.
Well, I'm Hannah, and I'm a senior at Pembroke High School, and I really like art, so I'm up here all day, basically. Well, I got started in the art department probably junior year, I would say. That's actually when I first got into it, but I didn't really like it until my friend Keith, she actually told me my art was pretty decent. I like that you can do anything with art. Like, you can paint, like painting, like getting your hands dirty. You can work with like clay and sculptures and stuff. It's just, it's relaxing. I recommend it. The classes I've taken, studio art and portfolio, so a little bit of painting and ceramics. But yeah, I've kind of dabbled in all of them. I try to be up here a lot. So. My favorite art class would be studio art, because you actually do everything, unlike ceramics where you just gotta work with clay. Like studio, you can be like painting one day and sketching the next with ink. So you get to experiment. In the future, I probably plan to do something with animal sciences, but I want a minor in art, maybe like an art director or help with magazines and stuff, because I actually like to write too. So I'm gonna be all over the place. Well, one of the projects actually that I'm working on right now is you have to take a tree and you have to use the roots, and you need to draw, like, you have to try to incorporate something with the roots and like put the negative space, and you gotta fill it in. So I have, like, instead of antlers, I thought, oh, for a deer, you can make a tree, like come out and like fill up the page. I'm gonna do watercolor and add a bunch of color to it. I was just like, thinking of springtime, because we've been in winter for way too long, all the snow. I'm like, we need something that's bright and cheery. So I'm like, no, we're gonna do a deer. A deer with some flowers, some cherry blossoms. I'm gonna paint it, do maybe a little bit of some ink in, and yeah, watercolor, but definitely paint. Alright, so for another project is scratchboard, which, I mean, it's pretty annoying because of the sound, but it's like taking an X-Acto knife, and we were supposed to create either an animal or some type of still life. So either a living thing or still life. So I created a cat, and it's actually my cat. That's kind of where I got the inspiration from, because we had to move her recently, so I kind of missed her. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a little memento thing for her, but yeah.
With bookend proms here at PHS, MJ polled the high school to see how students really feel about this timeless tradition. The dresses, the flowers, the proposals, and all that jazz.
I'm back in the library today with Joe Conley. Joe, how are you doing today?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, thank you. Sorry to hear about your recent loss in Senior Assassin.
Yep, died first day, you know.
Rookie. All right, so let's talk a little bit about prom. First question, what are your thoughts about prom in general?
It's a pretty good experience.
All right. Welcome Davis Vasconcelos back to the show today. Davis, how are you today?
I'm great. Dandy.
Good to hear. How are you doing in Senior Assassin so far?
I haven't killed anyone, but I'm still alive, so I guess I'm...
Better than Joe Conley, you know?
Better than this guy over here. You died. You're dead.
All right, so what are your general thoughts on prom?
It's great fun for the boys and girls of Pembroke High School. Great social event. Everyone just has a great time. It's a waste of money, though.
It's expensive, that is true.
Generally, I'm not the biggest fan of prom. However, I do understand why people get excited. You know, it's a formal event. You get to get all dressy, hang out with your friends. Pictures are always a plus, I guess. Instagram, the more posts, the better. So generally dislike, but for the well-being of the general crowd, I'd say it's 2 thumbs up for everyone else.
Well, I think prom is very important, especially for seniors, because it's a good social environment. People are dressed up nice, you get to schmooze on the dance floor, you get to walk around, talk, you know, be with friends, have a good time.
I mean, it's all right.
It's what?
It's all right. It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
It's fine or fun?
It's fine.
It's fine, okay.
I like it.
I like it. It's always a great time. Everybody's having fun. Everybody looks great. I love it. That's all I have to say.
All right, so personally, what's your favorite part of the prom experience?
I like eating food, and I like dancing with all the great people, all my great friends.
Just the whole prom itself is pretty fun.
What do you like best? Pictures, promenade, the prom, dancing, afterwards, the food, what's up?
Yeah, the food's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Where was it this year?
I have no idea.
That's good. Long Wharf Marriott in Boston is actually the correct answer.
My favorite part?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Probably taking the buses there. They're really comfy. And, music. I like music.
I like the whole thing. Mainly the dancing. Dancing's pretty fun.
Personally, my favorite part of prom would have to be the suits and tuxes. I like dressing up like a high-class man.
Right. There you go. I can see you as one of those guys that, tux every day, going to work kind of thing,
I'd like to be that someday.
Probably pictures, because we're all looking dapper, just hanging out, nice weather, smiling, having a great day.
I think, however, I don't really like it too much when I do attend, because everyone attends prom, apparently. My favorite experience is probably the hype right before dismissal. Because, you have so many administrators just kind of going about who's actually going to prom and who's not going to prom, and do guys really need all this time to get ready? Probably not, but they need a fat nap beforehand because you're going to be dancing way too hard. You need all the energy you can get.
What's your favorite song to dance to? Whether it be, slow dance or upbeat, your option.
Well, the thing is, I like to dance really fast to slow music.
Oh, okay. So you make it a little awkward.
Yeah, people seem to react well to that. They get on the dance floor. After I usually try to initiate, and people follow up.
Not really. I like them all.
You like them all, yeah? You like the DJs? They do a pretty good job?
Last year, no.
Last year, no?
They were bad.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we can get that better this year.
What really kind of gets me in the mood and the grind at prom, you're all sweaty, you're dancing really hard. Sometimes there's a grind feel going on. You just need that slow song, and that number one request I would have to say is the Cha-Cha Slide. It's easily, hands down, the best slow song.
I don't know. I like the Cotton Eye Joe a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good one. I could feel that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. I probably couldn't pick one.
If you had to pick one, what would you pick?
I don't know. I really don't have a favorite. Maybe some Kesha.
Okay. All right. We'll take that. We'll take an artist.
Favorite song to dance to, it's probably Uptown Funk. Uptown Funk you up. Uptown Funk you up.
What's New Pussycat's a good one, but also sometimes if the safety dance comes on,
All right. What are your thoughts on promposals? How do you feel about them?
Some of them, I don't, some people go all out with promposals, but I'd probably be more casual. A lot of people, I remember someone last year threw a rose down on the projector screen and said prom across it. And then another one just gave someone a coffee with the word prom on it. So, it varies. But, be who you want to be.
That's good advice. Great life advice.
Promposals are the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I understand how you want to make it a big deal, but I believe that a girl should be proposed to once in their life, and a man, he can be proposed to as well, but like I said, it should be once in your life when you're getting married. For prom, just shoot him a text yo, go to prom with me. Yeah, winky face.
I wish it was that easy,
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of promposals?
Awkward.
Awkward. Okay, I could agree with that. I second that.
I think it depends on the person. I personally didn't do a promposal this year, but I think if they're out of your league, you probably should, because otherwise you probably don't have a chance.
They're fine.
Did you prompose this year?
Not yet.
Not yet? Not yet. So you plan on it?
Possibly, yeah. It's up there.
They're overrated.
They're overrated. Did you prompose this year?
I did not.
I didn't do anything too special. I got a Subway sub and I wrote prom on it. Okay. I hope she likes it. I know. She's awesome, so.
Glad to hear it, Bill. Congrats on that. So, last question today is going to be a trivia question. What do you think is the average amount of money spent on a prom dress each year?
Probably about $300.
All right, Joe. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
$412.
$412?
Yep.
All right.
Say $200 to $300.
Can you give me an exact figure?
$352.
That is not between 200 and 300, but thank you for your time today.
Atlanta. I've had so many girls complain about the pricing of dressing. I'd say an average price is like $300, but if you're me, you're spending $0.
I could say like $300.
I mean, at least a lot.
At least a lot. Never heard that one before. Thanks for your time today, Anthony.
It's a lot of money, usually I think 500-ish, but I wish it would be down because I feel bad. It's a lot of stress on the parents and the wallets, you know.
Yeah, it is. It really is. All right, well, thanks for your time today, Davis, and have fun at prom.
No problem. See you guys there. We're going to go turn up till the sun up.
Peace out.
Who doesn't want to know what Anthony Jones' favorite high school memory was? Here is the man we will all miss with the final episode of 30 Seconds with Anthony.
Personally, I feel as though, to be honest, well, when I was just a wee lad, pull that thing up. I don't want those, you know. So today, on my little 30-second segment, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite moments in my 12 years of education. Back in middle school, I was in drama with a few other kids, and one student I made pee himself. That student would be Austin LeBlanc. The way I made him pee himself, I made him laugh so hard, he lost it. I was singing Thriller really loud. He told me to stop. I didn't. I was singing Thriller really loud. He told me to stop. I didn't.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Titan TV News. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Twitter. If you have stories or are interested in Titan TV News, come check out the studio on the second floor in the art hallway. For all you seniors, good luck surviving in the real world. And to all the underclassmen, enjoy high school while it lasts. I'm Thomas Duane, signing off one last time.